So much media, so little time. Who keeps track of it all? That would be me. This is Bob Andelman, and this is the Mr. Media Interview, broadcast and recorded live on blogtalkradio.com from the new media and American League Baseball, capital of the world, St. Petersburg, Florida. Shawn Hatosy stars as gang detective Sammy Bryant in NBC's new drama series, Southland. But you may already have recognized Shawn from his starring role as John McCain in the adaptation of the senator's autobiography, Faith of My Fathers. Well, this summer, he will appear in Michael Mann's Public Enemies film, much anticipated, with Christian Bale and Johnny Depp. He also filmed an upcoming remake of the 1992 cult classic Bad Lieutenant, playing Nicolas Cage's partner. And Shawn appears in the music video to his single What Goes Around Comes Around, alongside Scarlett Johansson. You know I'm going to ask him about that. Shawn is a talent ready to break out big time. Southland will probably be the vehicle that does it for him. Listen to this clip.
Emmy!
I'll be right out.
I thought you just had to pee. Now you're taking a shower?
I worked out today, babe.
You're just going to get sweaty all over again, honey. Tammy? Unbelievable.
It helps to relax, okay?
And having sex with me doesn't.
No. Sammy, it just makes me forget all the other crap, okay? The way you're looking at me does not make me feel desirable.
He's a drug dog, Tammy. Flush it.
Put him out in the yard. He's going to wake up the entire neighborhood.
Flush it!
I'm your wife, not a perp.
Shawn, welcome to Mr. Media.
That sounds like just a normal Monday night in my house.
The lack of sex, the excuses, the dog barking,
the drug dog, just the flushing of things. No, I'm just kidding. What an interesting little dynamic those two have, huh?
Yeah, well, I wanted to ask you about that. It is they're certainly the most interesting couple on the show. What is the attraction between these two? Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it seems like, your dysfunctional relationship. They're always one of those relationships where you look at it and you go, why are they together? And there's always a reason, and that's the great thing about this show. We have room to explore it, and we're going to find out. And I don't even know when.
I mean, she, the character Tammy, your character's wife. I think the first episode I saw, she managed to get him to buy a $2,000 camera, right?
Yeah. And it says a lot about their sex life. I guess that's kind of, it's a unique look at law enforcement, and we kind of follow these guys and what goes on at work, and we're in the cars with them, and we see the craziness that ensues on the streets of Los Angeles, and then we follow them home, and we see how they juggle their personal lives, and some of them have bizarre personal lives, and as normal people do, and then how they deal with their work. And that's what makes it kind of cool, because these people aren't perfect, and that's what makes a good character. And Sammy's in a dysfunctional relationship, and there's a reason why, and I'm sure that there's a skeleton in the closet somewhere. You know what I mean? And that makes for exciting television.
Now, on the show, for people who haven't seen it, I will warn them, you get to really talk like a cop on Southland, the 4 and 12-letter words inclusive. Now, we're online. You can say anything you like. Do you have a favorite line in which you really get to cut loose with the English language?
That's the beauty of the show. we're not inhibited by anything. We can kind of, as actors, if we feel like saying fuck, we can say fuck. So, which, yeah, I'm a fan of that word. That's the one that I go to most of all. And it makes it realistic. It makes it truthful, because that's the way these guys they do talk, you know.
And we're going to run out of time, so I got to ask you about the video with Scarlett Johansson. What is that about?
I worked with Justin on Alpha Dog, and he was making a video for his new single, and the writer for Alpha Dog, Nick Cassavetes, and also director, was working on the video, and just kind of came together that way.
Okay. It must have been fun.
It was fun, and I'm a fan of Justin's. I think he's a super talented guy, and I was happy to do it.
Well, and finally, before we let you go, you've got a big movie coming out this summer, Public Enemies, Christian Bale, Johnny Depp. Do you get to interact much with them in the film?
I play an FBI agent, and I closely worked with Christian, because we're chasing John Dillinger. Johnny Depp plays John Dillinger. Christian Bale plays Melvin Purvis. So I did. I was there. You know, I was one of those FBI guys.
Anything you can say in defense of Christian Bale's on-set behavior? He got a bit of a rep this year.
I mean, look, the guy is one of the most focused people I've ever seen work, you know, on a character. I never heard him speak in his normal dialect. He's that focused. He's you know, so I don't know. I mean, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened, but I can imagine if he was disrupted in his little in his work, then, you know, I'm not sure he handled it great, but you know, the guy's working, and who knows what scene they were doing. You know what I mean? He really gets caught up in that, and people do. And as an actor, you know, it can get kind of intense.
I understand. Well, listen, enjoying Southland. I want to tell everybody they can catch the show every Thursday night, 10 p.m. on NBC. And Shawn, good luck with Public Enemies and the show, and thanks so much for joining us on Mr. Media today.
Thanks for having me.
Take care. And folks, for more interviews with TV stars, you can surf over to our main website, www.mrmedia.com. It's where you can listen to my earlier conversations with Southland's Michael Kudlitz and Regina King, as well as the stars of Chuck, My Name is Earl, Curb Your Enthusiasm, and many more. Thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate you sharing your day with Mr. Media. Come back and see us real soon, everybody.